Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another Me First Mornings. I am your host, Patricia Rivera Wolfson, and I am an intuitive coach and an energy healer, a wife and a mom of 3 boys. And my mission is to teach you how to, number 1, calibrate your energy. Number 2, how to integrate self-care into easy, doable steps. And number 3, how to embrace your own natural gifts and achieve a life you love, or create a life you love. Maybe create is even better, because I believe we have the power to co-create the lives that we truly, truly want. And it really begins with calibrating our energy. And that is what Me First Mornings is all about. It is about putting yourself first, but not in that typically selfish way that it's not actually ever selfish. We just have that idea that it is selfish to take care of ourselves. But it is, in fact, our most important responsibility to make sure that what we are putting out into the world, that is our responsibility, and make sure that what we're putting out into the world is exactly what we want to put out into the world. That is what we want to contribute to humanity. That is how we want to show up in our lives every single day. And if that is not what's happening right now, then that's why Me First is a practice that I have really begun taking seriously, and why I bring it to you, so that we can all collectively together work on ourselves and be responsible for the energy that we are putting out into the world. Because you can't control everybody else. You certainly can't control the crazy things that happen in your life, but you can be responsible for how you contribute or not to the situation. And that's what we're going to talk about, not just today, but in general. So if you are here, please say hi. It is a pleasure having you here. If you're watching the replay, just say #replay. And yes, I play with my hair a lot. Anyway, so I want to first just say a couple of little business things. And number 1, business, like, down to business. The first thing is, have you subscribed to my YouTube channel yet? If you have not, go to YouTube right now, look up Jumpstart for Change, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Of course, you can also find me in the other social media realms. I'm on Instagram under @Patricia Rivera Wolfson or @SoulSeekersTV. And you can also find me on TikTok @Calibrate Your Energy. I'm, doing different things there, doing like 1-minute card pulls, giving like little snippets of advice. So if you like quick bites of advice, and you don't have the time to sit and watch a whole Me First Mornings, then go ahead and follow me on TikTok @Calibrate Your Energy. And I have short little things that are probably better for you there. Hello, my love. Welcome to my show. My love is watching my show right now. That's Egg McManus. If you have not followed him on Instagram, please do so right away. You will thank yourself. He does drawings. On Instagram, I was going to say for kids, but it's not just for kids. It is for anyone, and it is awesome. Okay, so today we are about how to advocate for and protect energy. Now, I don't talk a lot about protecting energy. There are people who are way more qualified than me that really know amazing protective techniques for like actual energy protection, which is great. I don't focus on the protection so much with like the invoking protection. I do that with my intentions, because I believe our intentions are super, super powerful. And you can literally say something as simple as, this is my space, and nothing permeates this space without my express permission, right? You can ask the spirit guides or, the powers that be to also protect your energy. You can call in whatever archangels you want. You can call in whatever support team you want, maybe ancestors or past relatives who are on the other side of the veil, and ask them to help you protect your energy if you want to do that. And like I said, there's plenty. You want to look up more specific protection, sayings, in intentions, invocations. It's the word that keeps coming up. It's like a protection invocation. If you're looking for that, they definitely exist, and you can go on YouTube and search for, I'm sure there's a million of them. But today we're going to talk about actually how you can protect your energy as if it was a relationship, right? If you have a relationship with your energy and you were responsible for your energy, and energy is that, your resource, how do you protect that resource? And we talked about energetic resources yesterday. We talked about, saying yes when you mean yes and saying no if it is taking time away from what you want to be doing, or if if it is not in alignment with you, you must say no. But we're going to talk a little bit more, and I'm going to teach you a couple of practical things, including some energy exercises, which we will do. But let's start our Me First Morning ritual first, and then we will do the energy exercises, and I will share them with you. Okay, so let's just grab our candle. If you have a candle, go right ahead and light it. This candle needs a little trimming. I'll just trim it with my hand. There we go. Done and done. Okay, now light it. There we go. Okay, candle is lit. Let's put on some essential oils. This is what I like to do, as I say every day. This is my Me First Morning routine, which I'm sharing with you. You are welcome to join me and have it apply for yourself. I like to put the essential oils in my hair. Yes, they also act as smoothing agent for my hair when it's a little frizzy. So there we go. Okay, so I guess I'm watching myself as I do this. All right. Now we're going to take 3 very intentional deep breaths. Oh, let's see what that was me cutting up the wick. All right. So let's grab our crystals. If you have crystals, use them. If you don't want to use crystals, that's fine. No judgment. You don't have to use anything. Just take deep breaths. And I'm going to hold on to the crystals and put them on my lap. You can put your hands like facing down or facing up or in a mudra, whatever makes you feel comfortable. And we're going to take 3 very intentional deep breaths. And as we take these deep breaths, I want you to imagine that you are sort of opening up the top of your head to receive all of that beautiful healing energy that comes from the heavens, that sunlight that comes from the sky. I want you to just allow all of that beautiful energy to pour through you. And at the same time, you have your feet planted firmly on the ground. And I want you to imagine that your legs are like straws and you are soaking in all of the nourishing life force energy that the earth has to give you, that growth energy, right? That thing that makes things create and grow and multiply, right? We want that beautiful, growing, healing, nourishing energy from the earth, from Mother Gaia, okay? And so just imagine that heavenly power and light pouring in from the heavens. And I want you to bring in all of that beautiful, healing, nourishing power that comes from the earth and allow those energies to blend in your body. And just imagine that they permeate every single cell, every part of your body, and just fill it with light. And with that light will dissipate anything that does not belong. All of that stuck, stagnant, or dense energy will break apart. And with your exhale, you will release whatever does not serve you for the day or, permanently. Okay. So that's what we're going to do together. So take a deep breath in, as deep and as much breath as you can pull in. Do that. Ready? Let's do that now. And hold. And release. Hi, Linda. I love you too. Thank you for being here. Okay, let's do that one more time. We are going to take another deep breath in. Imagine that you are increasing your capacity for breath, for life force energy. Just bring it all in. Allow it to do its magic through your body, okay? Breath in now. And hold. And release. Wonderful. And let's do that one last time. Ready? Deep breath in. And hold. And release. Okay, that was great. Now we do a little stretching, okay? So just as we wanted to release any of that stuck kind of on the inside, that energetic heaviness and weight, we also want to release tension because we want to flow. That's the goal. Every day we want to flow as well as possible, as much as possible. We want to feel the flow of the universe going through us. And so when you move your body, you want to feel that lightness, right? You don't want to feel that, right? Which is what I feel normally when I do that, okay? So we want to try to get all the crickety parts out and just allow ourselves to feel the flow. Oh, can you hear that? Listen. I don't know if you can hear it, but it is loud. Okay, so we're just going to move, rotate those shoulders, okay? Stretch your neck, stretch your arms, stretch your back. And as I say every time, you can extend this experience for as long as you want. You can do an extended yoga routine or stretching routine. You can do an extended breathing routine or some sort of breath work. You can do really long ritual. You can do a really long ritual if that is what resonates with you, if you have time for that. But if you do not, my method of just a simple little quick, deep breath, setting intention, stretching, and shaking it out, which is our next part, shaking it out, okay? You can do it quickly, and that little 5, 10, 15-minute routine together is enough to get you started on the right foot, to give you an amazing energetic foundation for the day. And today, I'm going to additionally teach you a couple of energy exercises that you can add to your routine if you like, and they will help you kind of calibrate your energy before you begin your day. Oh, good morning, Sean. I've been missing you in the morning. I haven't seen you here. So good morning. Thank you for being here. Okay, so now we did our stretching. We shook it off. Now it's time for us to set our intentions because we're going to say our morning prayer. We're going to call in the support, the angelic support, the spiritual support, the universal support. We're going to ask God to come and help us to embody our intentions for the day. So what is the intention that you have for today? What do you want to accomplish today? And, this isn't really a goal-based thing, although if that's what works for you and you want to make it a goal-based thing, go right ahead. But when I am introducing this concept of the Me First Mornings and this GPS, where we are inputting our coordinates, our GPS coordinates into our day, this is what I'm talking about. What the coordinates that we want to put in is our feeling. How do we want to feel about our day? Do you want to feel accomplished? Do you want to feel peaceful? Do you want to feel connected? Do you want to feel seen? Do you want to feel valued? What is it that you want to feel? And once you figure out what you want to feel, then you set that intention for the day, and everything you do should be going through the filter of your GPS where you're like, is this making me feel seen? Is this making me feel connected? Is this bringing me closer to a feeling of connection, right? That's how you should be guiding your day. Is this bringing me closer to that feeling that I want to capture or I want to embody, or that feeling that I want in my life every single day? Maybe you want to feel free and what you're feeling is trapped. And so every choice you make today should be made from the place of what brings me closer to the feeling of freedom? What makes me feel like I have a choice? What choices can I make to feel abundant? Ask yourself those questions and then set your day up. And, we're not going to be able to answer all those things. And that's why we bring in the angelic support and the spiritual support and our spirit team support, however you want to look at it, right? We call it in because there's only so much that we can do and there's only so much that we know. So we call the powers that be to come and support us because they have the whole picture and can hopefully guide us and send us signals or signs or some sort of communication to keep us on track. For those of you that have not yet downloaded their free copy of the GPS workbook, go ahead and do that. It could be now, it could be after the prayer, or if you don't really want to participate in the prayer, it can be during the prayer. So just download your free GPS workbook. That's going to take you and ask you a bunch of questions to help you figure out what is that word or phrase or sentence or feeling that you really want to capture in your life. This is going to help you get there, but you can change your mind every day. You can pick a new word, you can pick a new phrase, you can pick a new feeling, because we are not just like one note human beings. It's not like I want to feel happy and every day I'm going to wake up and feel happy. It's not going to work that way, okay? Some days you're going to feel miserable, but maybe you want to feel less miserable, and your intention is, I want to feel relief from this misery, in which case that is your goal for the whole day, and you try and accomplish that throughout your day. How can I make this feel less miserable? Now, I'm not one for using like miserable in your intention. But if it works for you, whatever works for you, whatever gets you there, it's your life, it's your steps. You get to create it in the way that feels good and connected to you and who you are. Using all this coach speak, right? Like if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. Don't use it. Use your own words, use your own feelings, use your own intentions. I'm here to just give you an example so that you have something to refer to, like a template. But if you don't like the template, change the template, make it work for you. Okay, so let's say our prayer because we're moving along. Good morning, Marissa. Hi, I'm so glad you're here. Okay, so let's say our prayer together, and then we will move on and talk. I will pull a card, and we'll talk a little bit about setting boundaries and how to protect your energy. Okay. Divine Mother, Infinite Father, Creator, Ascended Masters, Ancestors, Spirit Guides, and all beings of 100% pure white light. Allow me to be a clear and open channel of your light and love without hesitation or ego. May the highest vibration of infinite consciousness connect with my higher self and release any and all things that no longer serve me. I ask that Saint Germain and this infinitely powerful violet flame burn away the things that no longer serve myself or humanity and hold us back from our divine existence. Help us to embody our intentions for the day and help us raise the collective vibration for the highest and greatest good of all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it, and so is. Thank you very much. That feels good. That feels good. All right, so let's pull a card and let's talk about protecting your energy, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and pull get the cards ready and start shuffling as I am wont to do. And I want to ask you guys a question, right? And this is what I wrote in my post, and I'm just going to say it, right? If I was to ask you what you would like out of life, I'm sure you would have a list of dreams, goals, and aspirations in your personal and professional life. You would have a list of things that you want to accomplish, right? But if I was to ask you how you want to feel, you may have several words, several things that come up for you, several adjectives, right, that encompass what it might be like to have all those things that you put in the previous list. Or maybe it doesn't match up at all, right? And that's one of the things that we do with me first when I do one-on-one sessions with people. Sometimes the way they want to feel does not coexist well with the things that they want to accomplish. And it's really important for you to look at, okay, is this really what I want then? If I want this, if I want the feeling of peace in my life, do I want to build my life for the next 5 years living in extreme stress, right? Whatever that stress may be, it could be a job, it could be whatever, whatever is going on with your life. But if you want to feel peace more than anything, then what can you do in your life to remove anything that does not contribute to that peace? That is how you set a boundary and advocate for the life that you want, right? If you want peace and you are consistently saying yes to things that make you stressed out, especially if there's a choice. And many times we say there's no choice, but there's a choice. I'm not going to say always because, there's always a choice. But, there's choices and then there's choices. There's like the choices that you really feel like, well, I can do this or not. And then there's other choices that don't feel like choices, even if they are. Because even if a terrible, terrible choice is a choice, it's still a choice. Was that confusing? I don't know. Just bear with me. Sometimes you may look around at your life and go, you know what? Everything that I wanted, nothing in my current life reflects the dreams that I once had or the dreams that I still have. And it may be discouraging. So when that's the case, it's time for you to put your boundaries in place and say, what is it that I really, really want out of this life? And how can I create it within my current circumstances and my current situation? Right? You can't to waste your time and energy going, if I had more money, if I had the right partner, if I had the right job, if I had this, right? Then I would have what I want. If you find yourself kind of looking externally and pointing the fingers at all the reasons why you don't have what you want, regardless of whether or not that's true, and that's the reason why you don't have those things that you want, you are giving all your power away to the external circumstances in your life. right? You have the power to take that control back, right? Don't give your power away to things that you can't control. You can't control it. So that is what it is, right? The tree is the tree, okay? You can leave the tree, you can cut down the tree, but the tree is the tree. You can't change the tree. You can't change your circumstances. You can't change, well, you can change your circumstances in some cases, but it's all about making incremental steps towards making the changes that you need if you're in a situation that feels like you can't make any changes, because that can happen. But incremental changes, perspective shifts, belief shifts, that is where it all begins. That is where that is why I talk about energy in the way that I do. And that's why energy management is so important, and why energy calibration and helping people how to calibrate their energy is my mission. Oh, these cards do not want to go. All right. Okay, so it's you. I get it. Okay, my cards stopped. So I'm picking a card. Okay, this is really interesting. Marissa, if you're still here, you're going to like this one. This is the card that I pulled today, number 29, not 21. Okay, can you see it? Yes, it's coming to life. Let's bring it closer. Come on, camera. Okay, the camera is not focusing, but here we go. Coming to life. Coming to life. This means so many things. Oh, okay, Marissa, you are here. So coming to life. This is like what we're talking about, where you have to take your life seriously. You're making an agreement to life, right? Marissa and I talk about this in reference to the healing world, and I won't go into all of that, but if you are taking your life seriously, you have to show up for your life. And when you are showing up for your life, that means you also have to show up to protect your life, to protect the life that you want, to create the life that you want, because that's what your purpose is here. And if you are not establishing the boundaries and advocating for the life that you truly want, then how are you going to create this life? How will this life just magically appear in your life? And I know we talk, with law of attraction, it's like, we've been taught through the law of attraction, which is often taught through a very superficial lens. Okay. The law of attraction is this super, super, superficial lens. And what that is that if I want it bad enough, it will come to me. Right? Now, it doesn't exactly work that way. And I used to think it worked that way because I used to say exactly those things to everyone I loved. If I want it bad enough, it'll come my way. And yes, to a certain extent, that is true. But it's not if you want it bad enough. Is if you become it, you will be it. I mean, that seems kind of like basic and, but it is. It's not about wanting it. It's about owning it. It's about going after it. And I don't mean like the big hustle going after it where you go until you're totally done. It is about every single choice in your life needs to have the life that you want, that image, that vision of the life that you want needs to be the first thing that all choices pass through when you are considering what to do. All choices have to pass through what do I want out of my life? Who do I want to be in this life? How do I want to show up in this life? And when you are clear on that, then you will be clear on every other decision that comes down the pipe, because you will know how you want to show up. And you have to set the boundaries for that. Good morning, Sound. Good morning. Okay, so coming to life, showing up for your life. What does that look like? Okay, so we're talking about protecting your energy today. And so the first thing is you want to show up in the energy that you want to hold, right? That you want to maintain. You want to bring yourself to the level that you want to be at, right? Like if you're going to a party, right? And you want to have fun at this party, then you get ready for the party, right? You do your hair, you might do makeup, you get dressed up, you may, purchase something for the host, right? You want to take a certain pair of shoes. Maybe it's a dancing party. You want to take some flats in your purse just in case you get tired out, or you don't care about that and you'll go barefoot later, right? But you are getting excited and prepared for the party. What do I need? I need a party outfit. I need a party attitude. I need, this to take to the party. I need lots of water because I plan to be drinking. Whatever the case may be, right? You prepare for the party. So it's the same way where you prepare for your life. Now let's look at this party, right? This party that's coming, and you want to go to the party. You want the party to be good. And someone says, really, just throw on your overalls and show up. But why? I don't want to throw on my overalls. I don't want to be cash. I want to dress up. I want to make this a fun night. Don't you want to make this a fun night? So let's make it fun. What does that look like for you? I mean, maybe throw on some overalls is fun for you. Actually, I happen to really like overalls. So, but what I'm saying is how does that fun look like to you? And how can you bring it with you, right? When you show up at the party and you're looking, wow, I really wish I had Chardonnay. Well, then show up with the Chardonnay. Show up with the thing that you want at this party. You have to show up in your life with the thing that you're looking for. Whatever that is, that's your job. That's your responsibility. That is how you calibrate your energy to the energetic level that you are looking for. And when you are able to calibrate to that energy and you hold that frequency, then everyone around you sees that you are at that frequency. And if they want to, party with you or join you on that frequency, they will. They'll be like, oh my God, I love her. Oh, she's got such good energy. She's ready for the party. I want to party with that one, right? And so you will attract those people that are on the same mission, that have the same feeling, that want the same kind of party. Right? And then there's somebody else who's kind of sitting quietly in the corner of the party and maybe reading a book. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that if that's how they're comfortable, because guess what? They're going to attract the other people who want to just sit quietly, maybe have some intelligent conversation and, maybe talk about some books that they've read and have like real meaningful, like, heart to hearts, right? And they're quiet in the corner, but they find their people too, because somebody who's walking in and sees this party, these guys are going, nuts and drinking at the bar, and somebody walks in and goes, oh, I want nothing to do with that crowd. No judgment, just saying different crowds exist, right? And then there's another one. There's another group of people. They're dancing on the table and they're having a good time. And they're like, hey, I want to dance on the tables. Let me go over there with that group. That sounds like fun, right? And then someone else might walk in and be like, I want none of that. I don't want any drinks. I don't want any dancing. But you know what? That quiet group over there, that seems like my jam. And they go to the quiet group. You are in charge of your own party. You are in charge of your own energy. How are you showing up? So here, because we're getting to the end and I could talk about this forever, which is why I'm still talking about it. Here are some things that you can do to establish your energy, to create a solid foundation of your energy, to calibrate your energy for the day. The first thing is you can do some energy exercises to start your day. All right. And so I just want to share, I got these energy exercises from my mentor. Okay. Her business is 3 Arms Energy Balancing. You can look her up on YouTube. She has her own YouTube channel, and she actually has a breakdown of all these amazing energy exercises. So I highly recommend that you go and check it out. Here is her. There we go. 3 Arms Energy Balancing. This is what it looks like. And see, she has all these videos, cross crawl video, heart dyslexia, over energy correction, lots of great videos. So lots of great resources there. She was my IET teacher, who I got my IET certification from, and she's amazing. Her name is Harriet McDonough. Anyway, she has all the energy exercises that I'm going to show you, and I'm only going to show you 2. I think I've shown you one before, but I'm going to show you one other one now. Okay. So the first one, it's the heart massage, right? And so I'm going to show it to you. Here we go. All right. I think I did this before, but I'm going to show you again. You just counterclockwise on your heart, just keep going like this. Okay. And you say, I completely love and accept myself. I completely love and accept all my thoughts and feelings about everything in my life. I completely love and accept all my gifts and talents. And that's it. That is us getting our heart going in the right direction, moving with us, feeling love and compassion. Okay. That's it. Super simple. This other energy exercise I'm going to show you, I love it. It's actually like, I think it's 2 or 3 of them together, and I'm going to show it to you really quick. And like I said, go check out 3 Arms Energy Balancing if you want to see the rest. Okay, so here it is. So you put your, I'm going to move my hair back. Okay, you put one hand kind of like this in a claw around your belly button. Okay, the other hand goes here on your K2 points, which is right here. I'll show you. Okay, and you just hold the bottom one and you tap here, okay? And you just tap a few times, okay? Like this, all right? And then you tap under your nose, and you tap under your lip, and then back here on your tailbone, okay? And once you do that one time, you switch hands and you do it again, okay? And you just do that, okay? And then once you're done that exercise, then the only other thing is the cross crawl. I'm going to teach you. We're going to do it real quick. And like I said, 3 arms balancing. She does it all and does it slowly if you need. But here, we'll do this real quick together, okay? So you're going to cross. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to cross our hands on opposite sides of our knees. And I'm going to show you how that works, okay? So like this, like this, like this, like this, okay? So you lift your knees and you hit the opposite side, with your hand, okay? And you just do this, okay? Okay, and you count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Now you hum. That's it. Okay, it seems really silly, it seems really simple, but that is going to just give you a little boost, a little energetic boost. So that's one thing you can do. Okay, and I know we're going long, but I think this is important because I really want to teach you guys and talk to you about these techniques so that you can be prepared, because we have the holidays coming, and I really want you to hone your energy during the holidays. So the first thing you do is do some exercises, okay, some energy exercises. The second thing, which we did together, set intentions and complete your ABCs in order to manage your energetic expectations for the day. We talked about a lot about this, so I don't have to go into that. Number 3, do not let anyone derail you from your mission unless you are 100% behind the redirection. So here's what I mean. When you set your GPS up for the day and you set up your coordinates or you set up your intention, and you're like, this is what I want to accomplish today, this is what I want to focus on today, inevitably someone comes your way and says, you know what, I really need help with this. Or, I could really use you for this. Or something comes up. And then you have to decide, do you stay on the path that you had planned for yourself? Or do you help out your friend? Or do you go in this new direction? And maybe there's something about that new direction that sounds good to you. Well, here is what I have to say about that. You are responsible for your energy. You are responsible for your mission. You are the only one that can control your path. So you need to be 100% sure that you want to do something else when you have set out a plan for yourself. Because if you are always going based on someone else's plans, then guess what? You're living someone else's life and not your own. And it is important for you to live your life and then be present for everyone else who you want to be present for on your terms. Because if it's not on your terms, it's on their terms. And who wants to live life on someone else's terms? It makes no sense. You are the one that has to be responsible and an advocate for your energy, and what you want to accomplish in that life. Okay. Good morning, Dad. Hi. Okay. Number 4. All right. Regroup and reset. Okay, this is another way that you can kind of manage your energy. So if you're feeling disconnected, if you're feeling out of alignment, if you're just not feeling good and something's off and you're just not enjoying yourself, you need to stop, regroup, and reset. And how do you do that, right? You do this with breath work or with tapping, right? And I just showed you a tapping exercise, that you can do the heart massage, you can do any one of those exercises. And actually, Harriet has a great trauma response, a tapping for trauma video. I hope you followed that. So that if you're going through something really big and that's what's making you feel disconnected, you can first do either some breath work, which is really, I highly recommend breath work, or even if you don't want to do breath work, like launching into a whole breath thing, but just taking some really deep breaths and feeling yourself connected to your spirit. Go outside, put your feet in the grass, and reset yourself so that you are no longer feeling disconnected, but you are coming back to yourself. So bring yourself inward as much as possible to reconnect with that power within when you are feeling disconnected or out of alignment in your mission or throughout your day. So that's really important. And then the last thing that I will tell you, which is an especially important step in the recalibration process, is to forgive yourself. Okay? And what I mean forgive everything. Whatever you did, whatever you didn't do, whatever you thought you should do, whatever you think you should still do, what you thought you should have done last week, last year, 30 years ago. Just let it go. Disconnect from it and forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for any lapse in judgment that you may have had. Forgive yourself for any mistake you think you made. Because here's the thing, there are no mistakes. There are only lessons and redirections. That's it. It's either a lesson or a redirection. And when you look at it from that perspective, either way, it's meant to help you. It's meant to support you. It's meant to propel you forward. So even if you made a decision that you regret and you think, God, I should have made a different decision, you weren't meant to make that decision. Otherwise, you would have. Because you were meant to be here and now in this moment. So do not waste your precious energy on guilt or shame for what you have not done, for what you have no control over, and focus on instead of forgiveness, on being kind and compassionate to yourself, because that is what's going to serve you in this energy calibration more than anything, is the forgiveness, is the allowing yourself to be human, allowing yourself to test things out, allowing yourself to practice getting back to yourself. So every single moment, every single choice you make is an opportunity to practice getting into alignment if you don't feel like you're in alignment, or staying in alignment if you are already in alignment. And that is your only job, is to stay in alignment with who you are, with what your mission is, with what your unique purpose is. Because when you nail that and you do that and you embody that, then you are doing God's work here, because you were created to do that work. You were created in this image to show up and show your light, to give your light in the world. So only you know how to shine that light. And when you are shining that light as bright as it can be, then you are shining that light force energy, that brightness, that love that is infused in all of us. And you will continue to be a beacon of what is possible for everyone. Okay, that's enough for my sermon today. Thank you so much for staying with me a little over our time. I really, truly love you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. Please make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Jumpstart for Change. I'm trying to get 100 subscribers so that I can finally change like the name to be like youtube.com/ Jumpstart for Change. So spread the word, subscribe, ask other people to subscribe if you think that they might like the content. And yeah, let's get me to 100 subscribers maybe before the new year. That would be amazing. Aside from that, I wish you an amazing day. I will be back tomorrow. I'm here every Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. EST. I'll see you again tomorrow.